Evening, everybody. Today is December 15th, 2024. I wasn't able to record a morning video log today, so I'm just gonna do a quick overarching view of the day. So woke up. It was probably, I think it was 10. Yeah, it must have been 10 that I got out of bed. So my wife and I were supposed to go to the store at 10 o'clock, and we were supposed to go to her cousin's to pick up her food card. She owed us some money, so she was like, "You can just use it on my food card." And I was like, okay, cool. So whatever. And then Anna was like, I sleepy. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like our next thing is at noon. We're supposed to go hang out with Roman. That's fine. So 10:45 rolls around, and Roman's dad and stepmom text us, and they're like, hey, stepmom Toby's really sick. I'm gonna take her to the urgent care. We'll keep you guys updated. So 11:50ish rolls around, and we're like, okay, like, are we still doing this? And they're like, you can. Like, Toby's just at home in bed. Like, she's fine. She just has the flu. And we were like, okay, I guess we could, like, wear masks and go over there. But Anna was like, I don't know. Because, so Roman has his surgery coming up. And we're like, we don't really want to introduce any, like, new pathogens into the area. So we're like, we're kind of contemplating. And Roman's dad, was just like, okay, let's take a rain check. I was like, okay, cool. Fine by me. I get to relax. Anna gets to sleep in. We're all chilling. So we had a pretty lazy day for the next few hours. We were supposed to go to Sherry's house at 3 to do like it is like a life insurance training video, and we were like, well, we still need to go grocery shopping, and we haven't seen Cindy yet, so we were like, okay, let's schedule that for later. And Sherry was like, okay, 6 will be fine. So like, great, 6 o'clock. So we ended up going shopping. Going to Walmart was actually really fun. We saw a teacher from Call High School. She was shopping with the student council there, and I like recognized her and some of the kids from the class, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then saw a lot of people we know. Like I saw like three different regulars from Canton. And I was like, obviously I'm not like talking to these people or anything, but it was pretty solid. And then oh yeah, before that, just one main event before that, I got home from we were over at Daniel and Summer's house, my in laws. I come home to go take my brother to pick up his Walmart order, and I'm like looking across the street, and I was like, there's a van parked in front of my neighbor's house, and I was like, I think I know those people. So I get out of the car and like look over. I was like, oh my god. So I walk up. I'm like, hey, what's up, you guys? They're regulars from Canton, like people I've talked to a lot. Uh, the guy the guy in their partnership, he works at RNH, which is a company that my coworker slash one of my really good friends, his dad manages it. So I like know him in multiple ways. So we like shot the shit for a second, and I was like, I'm just picking up my brother. We're gonna go shopping. And I was like, what are you doing here? And he was like, oh, I'm just helping out my brother with his bathroom door. Like we're just reframing everything. And I was like, no shit, you're Ben's brother, dude. Like that is crazy. So my neighbor here, he's probably been living here 4 or 5 years now, and I just happened to meet his brother through a completely different circumstance, and I know both of them separately, and I was like, dude. And then yeah, so I was talking with them, and his wife was having trouble with her iPhone because she couldn't remember her email password, and so she was like, it keeps popping up asking for my email, and I can't connect my phone number or anything. And I was like, dude, iPhones, like technology is so advanced, it sucks. Like it really does. So anyway, I had a nice little interaction with them, and I was like, I feel real neighborly right now. It was like a neighborhood event, right? So yeah, we go get his Walmart order, and then Anna and I go shopping. After I got Corey's Walmart order, I came home, made them beef stroganoff, and then Anna and I went grocery shopping, and then right after that we ran home, dropped off the groceries. She changed, I changed shirts, and then we went to Sherry's for the video. It was actually a decent video. It was just going over term insurance, which is like basic insurance. I already knew everything in the video, theory of decreasing responsibility. So I didn't like get anything out of it, but it made me sit there and be like, wow, like I really can just show this to people who I'm like looking to train. And I'm like have just a video like these are things you need to know, like core things. And I was like, man, this is really cool. Like this is really cool. And Sherry was talking about how she's gotten like consistent daily communication. He's going to meet with all of us personally and see where we're at with goals and how we want to be trained. And I was just like, this is like, it has the potential to be such a good opportunity. And I really genuinely hope it pans out. And then I got home and I went and took a shit. And Anna comes downstairs and she's like, hey, I want to go back over to Summer and Daniels. And I was like, okay, have fun. And she was like, well, I want you to come with me. And I was like, I don't want to go anywhere for the rest of the night. I don't want to go. And she was like, okay, well, fine. I was like, okay, how late do you plan on staying out? And she like walked off. So I like called her from the bathroom. I was like, hey, I was like talking to you. I was like, I just want to know how long you've been. And she was like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And I was like, well, I'm just curious. Like, it's okay. And she just had a very like, I guess, emotional reaction to me not wanting to go. And I was just like, babe, like I'm just curious. I don't care if you're planning on being there till midnight. I would just like to know because you have a tendency to be there forever. And she was like, well, can you just go drop me off? And I was like, I'm not going anywhere, and I don't want to come pick you up either. Like, I want to be able to go to bed if you want to stay till midnight. But if you can't even tell me how long you're going to be there, of course I'm not going to drop you off and pick you up. And so we kind of had this whole back and forth, and I was just like, okay, like, whatever. You obviously don't want to, like, have a plan going in, so I'm not gonna push it or anything. Like, I don't care that much. It's not important to me enough to like have a dispute over it. Obviously, you have some kind of feelings about it, but whatever. Like, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Like, whatever. You can go over there. You can see your brother or sister. If you wanted me to drive you, you should have talked to me about that earlier and made plans, because now I'm sitting here taking my night poop. I'm not going anywhere. And so, yeah, that was the last interesting reaction we had. And then I went upstairs and I was like, I'm freaking, I said freaking. I was like, I'm freaking cold. So I laid in bed with my little heating pad on my back, and I just doom scrolled for a while, and I was like, oh, heating pad, dude. My mom got it for me, and I'm like, oh my good heating pad, like just on my back. I'm like, oh, so nice. And yeah, so I'm gonna spend 5-10 minutes, make a list of all the people I want to call tomorrow. I have my cousin who's getting a vasectomy. I want to check in on a couple friends. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a couple people who I want to just see how their goals are going. Corey's gonna wake me up early tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna do a video log tomorrow morning. He's gonna wake me up at like 6:30 probably, and we're gonna play a couple games of Smite, and then he's gonna go to his first day at Simplot, and I'm like, bro, let's go! Like, so excited for him. I really think he's gonna like the job, and he's talking about how he's joining at like a weird period where they do like factory cleaning, because it's like Christmas time, like end of year, you clean the factory like clean, and then you'll start the next year. So his training is going to be kind of like interrupted, and I think he's going to have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, other than that, life's been good. Yeah, I think just gonna make a list of people to follow up with. My buddy Austin Zeph, I want to hear about his factory job. Uh, Got to follow up with Matt, see how he's doing. My buddy Milo sent me he's my rapper buddy. YK Milo. YK Milo. He's actually not bad. Like, considering he's a 17-year-old, 16-year-old, I think, he's actually pretty good. And it's like, it's kind of fun listening to his music, and you're like, dude, this is sick. Like, it's like watching I guess right now, that's my oldest YouTube videos, my oldest Smite videos. I'm like, they're entertaining. Like, they're good. I can sit here and vibe with this, but like, I wouldn't say this is like a masterpiece yet. Like, it has the workings of it, and you just got to do that trial and error and see what works and see what doesn't. And I'm like, it's so cool to see a flower that's about to bloom, and I'm really excited for it. But YK Milo, check him out. It's on SoundCloud, I think. But yeah, gonna follow up with Matt, Austin, uh, Brady. I think that's it. I have another insurance training to do, stuff I don't actually know, so that's another video to do. There's a mindset training that I could go to, but I'm like, I don't know if I'll fit into the environment yet, and I don't know if I want to stick my neck out and try and dedicate the time to it just yet, like just yet. So I'm really on the fence about that, but I know it'd show initiative to like do it and just be like, I'm here, I'm ready, like let's do mindset training. But I don't know. And I'm like, I know that part of the mindset, part of my indecisiveness is an issue with the mindset, so I should definitely go to mindset training. But I'm just on the fence about it. And that's okay. I can really accept those feelings. I'm only 21. I am fine with it for now. Like, one day it'll piss me off. Like, if I think I'm pissed that I'm indecisive right now, one day I'm going to be so much more pissed at my indecisiveness. So I can accept the feeling for right now, because I know I have my whole life ahead of me. And I know that I won't sit here and be like, oh, I regret it. Like, I will regret it. Like, obviously I'm going to accept my decision in the moment. So if it works out and I decide to go, you'll hear about it in the video log. So that'll be pretty cool. Uh, Anyways, yeah, I think that's all I had for the day. hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We're 10 days to Christmas. Super, super excited for it. We're trying to make plans with my family and stuff. My mom's talking about going out to our favorite restaurant. Anton's closing for a weekend, so I'm like, dude, I'll actually have time off. I hope they give us our checks earlier so I can like make rent, which is gonna be. I'm like, come on, it's one day. We close on a Tuesday. We would get paid that Wednesday. I'm like, I hope they just push the books up one day and get us paid a day early. That'd be super nice, right? Other than that, I do have all these receipts to go through, so uh, just because I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, I have these November receipts that I have just stuck here, and then I have a pile of receipts. Okay, I call it a pile. It's like 20 receipts of stuff from November and December that I need to go through and figure out like what is actually December. And I don't even have my December receipt envelope made yet, so I'll need to do that. And then tax season's coming up. I'm super excited for that one. Yeah, we'll see if I actually file the right tax documents. We'll find out then, I guess. Yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. I hope everyone enjoys life.